Today I'm going to show you an easy way to plant tiny seeds. I've got a little bit of space here in the greenhouse where we're going to be putting carrots. Carrot seeds are tiny, they're difficult to handle. If you put them in by hand, by sprinkling, you generally get too many in there and you have to thin them out. If you do it this way, you won't have as much thinning. It is not as difficult to work with the seeds, and you don't need one of those expensive seeders to put your seeds in the garden. What you see here are the only things that you need to do this. You need measuring devices, your seeds. Of course, we're using carrots today. Some type of a container that you can mix the seed with the sand. The formula to do this is 1 part seed per 100 parts of sand. You'll put the sand in your container, add the seed, shake it, stir it to distribute those seeds out in that sand, and then you simply shake the sand and the seeds in the row where you want it to grow, and you're done. You will need to do a little bit of thinning later on, but not nearly as much as if you tried to directly sow those tiny seeds into your garden. All right, let's get started. Now, the formula to do this is pretty simple. 1 part seed to 100 parts sand. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of seed and 1/2 cup of sand. 1/2 cup and 1 teaspoon of sand is 100 times 1/4 teaspoon. Add the seed. Add the sand. Now I might add, ideally, that you want a washed sand of some kind. You can get a washed concrete sand, you can get a washed playground sand. You want the washed stuff because there won't be any seed in it. If you just take river seed, it's going to be loaded with seed and you're going to be adding a lot of weed seed into your garden. A 50-pound bag of this is $4 at your favorite store. So I have a little bit of it on hand. And all you do is mix it up. Alright, you don't need to watch me do that. I neglected to say earlier that your sand should be dry. If it's wet, it's going to clump and you're not going to be able to distribute those seeds into the sand. I've got this mixed up and I'm ready to go. I've got it mixed up and it's ready to go. You'll have a tendency to want to apply this sand pretty heavy when you're shaking it out. Don't. It takes just a little bit of it to get those seeds in. If you put it in heavy, it's not going to be a horrible thing. You will end up having a lot of carrot seeds in here closely together and you'll need to thin them out. Just like so. Then we do the other side. I've got about 2.5 feet of garden space here where we just put those carrots. I still have a lot of that sand left over. I don't think I used 1/4 of what was in there. Probably even not that much. That little 1/4 teaspoon of seeds is going to go a long way. One more thing before I let you go. The seeds are in and they're ready to be watered. You will find that you will have more success if you have some type of a diffuser to water through when you're watering a tiny seed like this. That is a shelf liner from Walmart. You water through this, or even a piece of old burlap, and that will act as a diffuser for the water pressure. That will prevent the seed from being disturbed too much in its new bed and washing it out of the area where you want it to grow. This burlap you can find at craft stores, even Walmart carries it, and of course this Walmart, Target, any place that sells household supplies will have it. If you're still with us in this point of the video, if you would take the time to please rate the video, let us know how we're doing, I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening.